That was the first 0-0 match of Euro 2020. We hope there won't be too much more, but a significant game and a significant result for both Spain and Sweden. And Liam, you said at the top of the evening that you were in watching mode this evening, that you'd make your judgment about Spain as potential winners after it. What is your verdict on them?
Well, certainly a very, very fine passing team. You know, they're all comfortable on the ball, high skill levels. They move it around well. They look solid at the back, but I think the problems lay up front, Dara. They haven't got a striker in form, someone like a Lukaku or you know, the top strikers that we're going to see at this tournament. I think Morata is looking very nervous. He got a bit of criticism coming into the tournament that he doesn't take enough chances, and it looked as if it affected him tonight.
Yeah, let's have a look at what they did manage to create. After all that possession they had, Sweden rode their luck a bit.
Yeah, they didn't have as good a chance, I think, in the second half as they did in the first half. They played it well here on the right-hand side. Llorente was probably a standout performer from Spain. He was excellent. Olmo takes it down. A good shot is blocked by the defender. It's pretty comfortable in the end. And they huffed and puffed. They had the odd chance. This is a good chance for Moreno. You would think he's got to do better as a poacher, a header from 6 yards out. Not an awful lot of pace on the ball, so it wasn't that easy. This is brilliant play by Pedri. Ball comes in again. Sarabia is not expecting the ball. It comes off his knee or off his shin. And the worry for me was that the players who came in, I think Thiago was poor, and the forward players, because they took every forward player off apart from Pedri. And the ones who came on didn't really have that impact I was expecting. You know, that was, for me, a bit disappointing. They didn't really see the fresh legs making a change in the second half.
The doubts, Liam, about Morata and his ability to score at the highest level. He does have a good record for the national team, but they followed him around.
Well, we saw him in the first half have a great chance. You know, it was an absolute sitter that he missed. And he didn't only miss it, he knocked it miles wide, really, for a striker. He's in here clear on goal. He's nearly on the penalty spot, and he's hit it about 2 yards wide. And here he snatches at one that I think a striker in form would relish having this opportunity. But because he's a bit unsure of himself, he drags it badly wide. And he looked a worried man tonight, and that's where I think Luis Enrique has his most problems.
What about Pedri in the second half?
No, he did much better, didn't he? Yeah. I think probably Luis Enrique said to him at half-time, come on, what are you frightened of? Get in the game, get on the ball. And maybe, as Didi said, he told his teammates, Enrique told his teams, give the kid the ball. And it was a great pass at the end that nearly created a goal for Spain.
What a vote of confidence. He took every forward off. Yeah. All the offensive players come off apart from an 18-year-old kid. And he didn't have the best of games in the first half. What a vote of confidence for him. And he looked a bit tired in the end, which is to be expected. But a brilliant prospect, yeah.
Sweden hung in there and they had some opportunities in the second half.
Yeah, you probably can say that they had they certainly had the best chance of the second half.
It's the first half one, yeah.
This is the one from the first half where Isaac does well. He's really a handful, gangly player, very hard to stop, great feed, as we will see now. As Liam said at halftime, the ball is going wide, but Llorente obviously doesn't really know where the goal is, so he thinks, I can't let that go. Touches it, very lucky, comes over the post. And the second one, you know, you think he missed his chance to get his shot off and the ball is gone. Reminds me a bit of Kanu, you know, big gangly play. You couldn't get a ball of Kanu. He was so good, a good body, used his weight well, and he does ever so well. Plays it across the face of goal. What a chance for Berg. If you give him the chance in training 100 times, he scores 100 times. Unfortunately for the Swedes, tonight he didn't.
You have to admire Sweden, though. The effort and endeavour. I think Larsson epitomised it, the captain. They just ran themselves into the ground. And they've got a 0-0 draw, which is a great start against a top team.
For sure, absolutely. It'll be an interesting evening in Sweden. They'll be delighted with that. Spain, I'm sure the post-mortem will begin in the morning and Enrique will be under a lot of pressure. We're out of time. Thanks to Liam and Didi for their company here. No home comforts for Spain tonight as they're held to a draw in Seville by the Swedes.